G'day everyone and welcome to my coverage of the 23rd Annual Stawell Model Railway Exhibition. If you are new here, don't forget to be subscribed so you don't miss out on any of the new videos covering railways both big and small, and of course the monthly Australian Model Railway News, which also has updates on all the upcoming model railway exhibitions happening throughout Australia. The exhibition was held in Stawell, Victoria, which is located just over 2.5 hours from Melbourne, at the foothills of the Grampians National Park on the way to Adelaide. The exhibition is presented by the Grampians Model Railroaders over the weekend of the 8th and 9th of July. So let's take a look at what was on show, starting with the Sunbury Model Railway Club's layout, Tallarook. Located on the main northeast line in Victoria, Tallarook is the junction for the Mansfield and Alexandria branch lines. This layout features many scratch and kit-built structures and hopes to capture the feel of the Victorian railway station. The track plan is based on the mid-1970s, just prior to the closure of the Mansfield line. So typical trains from the era can be seen running throughout the layout on both the broad and the standard gauge.
Of course, man.
Fantastic. Thank you. Thank you.
There's something coming round on the gauge on the video. Second train coming through.
Oh. Oh. Yeah, no, very popular. Yeah, man. American N-scale layout Northwest Passage. This layout is based on the northwest coast of the United States of America, and not set in any particular time period, and therefore any trains might be seen running at any one time. The layout is suited to running long trains, and those most likely to be seen are the intermodal, ore coal, fuel and grain trains, with the occasional passenger train. This was potentially one of the last times that we'll see Northwest Passage in this current condition, as I was told by the owner that it's now going to be going away for a bit of restoration work over the next couple of years. The Ettamogah Rail Hub is a real place, located about 10 kilometres from Albury over the Victoria border in New South Wales. The layout shows the rail hub, and they try to keep it as accurately portrayed as they can. The layout features the iconic cargo sprinters, which used to operate out of the intermodal yard. as well as their custom painted Y-classes in their fantastic corporate livery. Trains running around this layout represent different eras of trains that would pass through this area. If you do want to find out more about the Ettamogah Rail Hub, I made a video on it that can be seen right here.
Hurry up, man. I don't know. I mean, the XBT. Worry that way. Anderson. Yeah, I do.
Micro Madness, which aims to showcase what can be done by a model railway enthusiast in a small area and at a small expense. For a layout to be called micro, it must be small enough and portable, simple to store, simple to operate, and a quick time to build. And of course, above all else, it does need to be fun. This exhibit is always one that I like to see at exhibitions, as it does give people perhaps new to the hobby or someone looking to build something that fits into a small space some really good ideas. Peekaboo Creek. This display is a fun experiment aimed at the younger enthusiast. It combines aspects of basic model railway scenery with Lego structures, vehicles, people, and trains. Located somewhere, it's a place to watch the trains go by. English 00 scale layout Hadley Wood. This DC controlled layout depicts an English village and a railway industrial area. The era is set between the mid-1950s to the mid-1960s. The cliffs and tunnels hide turnouts, allowing trains to either continue onto the village loop or to be redirected to the industrial area, where they can be parked in the roundhouse or turned to pick up rolling stock or to reverse direction back to the village. The real Hadley Wood is a town north of London on the LNER line. Its name given to this layout is in honour of Sir Nigel Gresley, who lived in the town of Hadley Wood and designed the Flying Scotsman, which can be seen running on the layout.
Right.
The buildings are a mixture of scratch-built, downloaded designs which have been scaled, printed on card, mounted on mapboard and assembled, as well as purchased kits.
Right. Wonderful. Right.
7mm narrow gauge layout Eddington Quay. Eddington Quay is a secluded cove near the Devon-Cornwall border. This layout is built to the 7mm to the foot scale on 16.5 narrow gauge track to represent the 2 foot 3 inch line. On the quay there is a fish processing factory, while at the other end of the quay is a small marine engineering works that services the local fishing fleet. The steam loco kits are all from the Smallbrook Studio range, and the coaches are also Smallbrook kits, with the freight stock being mostly scratch built from cardboard and old Hornby chassis. An absolute standout exhibition layout is the Kinmont and Winch No. 3, which is an O&30 layout by Dan Pickard and David Price. This cameo style layout shows different bush settings in a variety of types of narrow gauge trains which traverse it. A selection of Victorian Railways, narrow gauge prototypical trains, and various bush tramway combinations will pass through this remote bush location throughout any given day. Winch No. 3 features an example of a typical log landing and some of the practices used to transfer timber from the bush to the sawmill. This layout is an absolute work of art. The detail is exquisite and it is one of my favourite layouts that is currently on the exhibition circuit.
Yeah, okay.
Yorkeys Crossing by Alex and Vince Beer. Yorkeys Crossing is a real place, about 10 kilometres from Port Augusta, or 290 kilometres west of Adelaide, and it's part of the Trans-Australian Railway between Kalgoorlie and Port Augusta. Alex has tried to create a scene of a vast rocky Central Australian desert, with spinifex, saltbush, and a huge variety of desert springtime plant life. Although there are palm trees and dinosaurs, well, that's just a bit of fun. The layout is painted styrofoam, with real gibber stones souvenired while Alex and his family toured Central Australia. This layout is of course a work in progress, and they've said that they do want to extend it to be longer, as they reckon the Australian desert is so detailed and interesting, and I can't wait to see what they do next. O-scale layout Middleport by John Hunter. This layout is themed around a fictitious small town somewhere in the United Kingdom, although there is a town in the UK of the same name and famous for its poetry. The layout is DCC in operation, and the structures are scratch built from card and timber, with track from Pico, and the trains, like the iconic pannier locomotives, are from Dapple, Lionheart and Hellion. Rolling stock is a combination of ready-to-run and Dapple kits. Once again, just another example of the beautiful detail that you can get out of O-scale. Blumenau appears to be a busy railway maintenance centre for steam, diesel and electric locomotives, located somewhere in the lowlands. Different types of locomotives can be seen in and out of the roundhouse, as well as the nearby workshops with transfer station table. Commuter traffic consists mainly of local workers, who travel via train to work, as well as goods and passengers from far and wide. This is Marklin 16 volt 3 rail AC track. Buildings are featured here from commercial stock, as well as being scratch built to suit. Zwige West in HO scale. This layout is depicting a German railway line that was severed as a result of the fortification of the inner German border during the Cold War period. The layout models the western portion of the line, with service provided by the West German Railways. Restricted facilities were the remnants of the former station that fell to the west of the inner German border. The main station and yards were on the eastern side of the border. Challenging shunting operations were required at this location, which utilised a tractor or chain shunting. This layout footprint measures 8 metres by 2 and includes the operator area and access. Circus travel by train in Owen 30. This layout represents, well, a circus, with its big top, gypsy wagons, vintage trucks, and a sideshow, as well as a steam fair. There's lots to see in a layout that doesn't have a big footprint. Reflections 2 in 00 and HO scale. This exhibition layout is 4 modules with 3 continuous tracks with passing loops. It's DC controlled by a sturdy H&M transformer. This features a container ship area, which can be changed to a clipper area. It has a country village with a turntable. The front section area also has a castle. Now this was last exhibited in 2011 as British Reflection. And lastly, a club layout from the Grampian's Model Railway Club, Port Franklin, or what could have been, in 0:30 scale. Port Franklin is actually a small fishing village in Victoria, Australia. It is about 2 kilometres inland from the coastline of the Corner Inlet. Port Franklin is situated on the banks of the Franklin River between Tora and Foster. It was serviced by a small tramway which connected to the South Gippsland broad gauge at Port Albert. The river is lined with small commercial fishing boats, privately owned pleasure craft, as well as commercial charter vessels. Layouts track was laid using Pico 0:30 track, which was laid directly onto foam board. So that's all for the layouts, so let's have a look at some of the retailers and manufacturers that were also in attendance. From Melbourne you had Train World, as well as custom mugs and merchandise, road and rail hobbies from Geelong, broad gauge models from Kyneton, Australian aviation and railway photography, RW Hobby, Paul's 3D Prints, Scale Workshops, Orient Express Model Railway Shop from Adelaide, Kerribee Models from New South Wales, K&L Models, Airport West Hobbies, Gopher Models and Badger Bits, as well as Lyndon's Trains. So there we go, that was the 23rd annual Model Railway Exhibition held in Stawell by the Grampian's Model Railroaders. Now if you do want to find out more about the next exhibition that's held in Stawell, you can keep up to date with the Australian Model Railway News, which always has all of the currently announced news and exhibition updates that happen throughout the country. As well as that, I will leave links to the Grampian Model Railroaders in the description below. So if you attended this exhibition, or it's one that you may be planning on attending, or you just have some feedback about this video, don't forget to leave all your comments in the, well, comments below. And I'll be back soon with more videos of trains, both big and small. So I'll see you soon. Hooroo!